everyone, in today's video I'll be discussing about right to privacy. A very fascinating development in the Indian constitutional jurisprudence is extended dimension given to Article 21 by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has asserted that Article 21 is the heart of the fundamental rights. Article 21 has proved to be multidimensional. The extension in the dimensions of Article 21 has been made possible by giving the extended meaning of the word life and liberty in the Article 21. These two words in the Article 21 are not to be read narrowly. These are organic terms which are to be construed meaningfully. The Supreme Court has asserted that in order to treat a right as a fundamental right, it is not necessary that it should be expressly stated in the Constitution as a fundamental right. Political, social, and economic changes in the country entail the recognition of new rights. The law in its internal youth grows to meet the demands of the society. Right to privacy is one such right which has come to its existence after widening up the dimensions of Article 21. The Constitution in specific doesn't grant any right to privacy as such. However, such a right has been culled by the Supreme Court from Article 21 and several other provisions of the Constitution read with the directive principles of state policy. Introduction. Article 21 of the Constitution of India states that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. After reading the Article 21, it has been interpreted that the term life includes all those aspects of life which go to make a man's life meaningful, complete, and worth living. Like everything mankind has ever achieved, there has been a positive and negative side of it. In the earlier times of India, the law would give protection only from physical dangers such as trespass, from which the right to property emerged to secure his house and cattle. This was considered to be the right of life. As the ever-changing common law grew to accommodate the problems faced by the people, it was realized that not only the physical security required, but also security of the spiritual self as well as of his feelings, intellect was required. Now the right to life has expanded in its scope and comprises the right to let alone the right to liberty secures. Term property has grown to comprise every form of possession, intangible as well as the tangible. The court has implied the right to privacy from Article 21 by interpreting it in conformity with the Article 12 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Article 17 of the International Convention of Civil and Political Rights, 1966. Both of these international documents provide for the right of privacy. Right to privacy is not enumerated as a fundamental right in the Constitution of India. The scope of this right first came up for consideration in Kharak Singh's case, which was concerned with the validity of the certain regulations that permitted surveillance of suspects. The right is the right to be let alone in the context of surveillance. It has been held that encroaches on the privacy of citizen can infringe the freedom of movement guaranteed by the Article 19. Surveillance must be to prevent crime and on the basis of material provided in the history sheet. In the context of an anti-terrorism enactment, it was held that right to privacy was subservient to the security of the state, and withholding information relevant for the detention of crime can't be nullified on the grounds of right to privacy. The right to privacy in terms of Article 21 has been discussed. Thank you so much.